Hey fam, hey, it's your brother G Hightower coming in on this wonderful Saturday afternoon. It is the 22nd day of June 2023, and I'm glad to be here with you this afternoon, family. Listen, got an awesome question to ask you, and this is applicable to whoever wants to take it. You know the old saying, if the shoe fits, wear it, right? So let's see if this shoe fits you. The question is, do you believe that the blame game is keeping us single? Because think about it, family, for all of the many, many people that you know that are single and those who desire to have real love, those who desire marriage, so many of us are single. Why? Listen, let's just talk about the people who are really relationship ready. Okay. These are the people who they're well together, they're stable financially. Okay. Talking about men and women who got their stuff together financially, got their credit right, right? They put in that work, got their credit, or they have maintained good credit for just about all their lives. And so together financially, solid educationally, academically, right? Either they are accomplished academically, or at the very least, they have a modicum of education that has allowed them to do well for themselves on a financial level, right? And then we have people who are spiritually sound. We have people who are emotionally and mentally sound, or at least we pray they are. But think about it. All of us know some really, really great people. And you look at them and you're thinking about, and maybe even you yourself, you're looking in the mirror and says, man, why am I still single? And the reality is that many of us, if we're honest, if we really do an honest evaluation, an honest assessment on ourselves, we'll find out that we're looking externally and all the many reasons why we're still single. Every time I'm seeing people post, especially all of my beautiful sisters who I love, honor, and appreciate. But so many of my sisters are posting things like, oh my God, the dating pool. Like the dating pool has pee in it. Not seen not one single man. Now, I see a lot of negative stuff from men, ladies, so don't get me wrong, but I've never seen not one man post, oh my God, the dating pool has pee in it. Oh my God, there's no good women out there. I have seen a lot of bitter, hurt, broken men posting negative, broken, bitter things because that's what we do. Hurting people are going to speak from the place of pain, right? That's what we do. However, hey, blessings, Christina. Good to see you. Michelle, I see you. Renee, blessings to you, dear. I pray you're feeling better, Miss Renee. Blessings to you. Erica, I see you. Listen, I need you all to go ahead and share this broadcast because, listen, we're asking the question, is the blame game keeping us single? Are we really looking more so externally at all the many, many things that are going on wrong around us rather than taking a good look and saying, what's wrong with me? Am I willing to do an honest evaluation on myself? Am I willing to do what Michael Jackson said? I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Ladies, are you looking at the woman in the mirror? Or are we asking other people to be right for us, but we're not really putting in the work to be right for someone else? All right. So I really want to just really delve into this topic today. And I'm not going to be here with you long, family. I'm going to literally give you, it's 5:06 Eastern time. I'm going to give you 24 minutes. Okay. I'm going to give you 24 minutes, and we're going to change the world. All right. Listen, at least give you a couple of love nuggets so that you can put some stuff in place that will help you change. All right. So here's the bottom line, family, as we broach this subject today. My first thought is this. Let me go ahead and speak for myself. Oh, for those who do not know me, let me introduce myself. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Humpty. I'm feeling kind of Humpty. My name is G Hightower. I am the Entanglement Coach, certified life coach, certified relationships coach. And this coming August, it will be 20 years. That's right, 20 years that I bring you of pastoral counseling experience. So I ain't new to this. I'm real true to this. Passionate about the mission of building healthy love relationships. I am the CEO of Real Love Nation, which is a relationship development, premarital consulting, and divorce recovery firm. And so, family, I'm passionate about helping men and women get to a place of healing, wholeness in our soul, because I firmly believe that once we are really whole in our soul, our mind, our will, and our emotions, once we're whole in our soul, then we're ready for our soul mates. All right. Or as I like to call it, we're ready for our purpose partners. Right. So let's delve into this topic today. Listen, you all go ahead and share the broadcast. Hit that share button right there. Hit that share button, and then by all means, drop three names. If you're in the this group with me, family, drop three names in the comment section, because what that does, it essentially tags people and brings people into the broadcast. All right. So let's go. Let's get into it. Blessings, Erica. I see you. What's up, Bishop? Blessings to you, sir. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. All right. So, wow, Miss Michelle said one of the most realest things that I've heard somebody say, somebody comment. Michelle says, I'm single because I need more development. Wow, that's one of the realest things, that one of the most authentic things I've heard somebody say, that, hey, I'm not looking externally, I'm looking at me. I need some more development. I love that. Yeah, that's making an honest evaluation, an honest assessment of yourself. And the reality is, family, that's really how we build healthy love relationships. We build healthy love relationships by way of looking at ourselves first. All right. And that's going to include self love, healthy self love, because once we're healthy in terms of operating with a level of self love, then we're ready to love somebody else. But you can't possibly be ready to love anyone else until you first learn to love yourself. All right. So, um, let's go. Miss Renee asked a great question. Miss Renee said, do you think some people are single by choice because of past hurt? Hmm. Well, that's a two-in-one question. So my first response to that is most of us are single by choice. The reality is, family, you're not, and let me speak to my sisters first, because men don't complain of a lack of opportunities, right? Although many of us have been hurt, myself included, been hurt and disappointed by giving ourselves to the wrong woman. We've been through that too, ladies. It ain't just y'all. We've given the best of ourselves, our money, our time, our sacrifice, taking care of another man's child or another man's children. Many of us good men have done that and still ended up on the short end of the stick. Okay. So it happens not just to y'all women, it happens to us men as well. Now, that said, I believe that many of us could be in relationships, but we are single by choice. And that's the point of my broadcast today, Miss Renee. We're single by choice simply because many of us are more so playing the blame game. We're looking externally at what my expectations are versus looking internally and seeing what changes do I need to make so that I am drawing to myself, that I am gravitating towards, or having good people gravitate towards me, or gravitating towards good, healthy relationship opportunities. I believe that it is a lack of inward work. Let me say it like this. I believe that many of us, and now this again is for those of us who desire relationships, because I do want to honor those who are single by choice and choose to be single and choose a life of singleness. There are many people who are happy. I wouldn't say many, but there are quite a few. There are quite a few people who uh, are single and satisfied being single. So I want to commend those people. However, most of us, even for those who say they're single by choice and those who say they want to remain single, secretly, they really want to be loved. Listen, here's the bottom line, family. God designed us for love. God designed us for relationship. He did. You see people all over the world in many spaces, whether it's, you know, uh, fields and courts of play, whether it is the classroom, the boardroom, the courtroom, the operating room, and certainly in the bar room. We see people in the bar, right? When our team is on and we're cheering for our team, I mean, you see people, everybody's hugging. These are strangers, people you may never see again, but we can be all with one accord in relationship because we're cheering for our team. I guarantee you, when the Boston Celtics who most recently won the NBA World Championship. I guarantee you, there were people in bars all over the country, especially in Boston, who came together and they were celebrating their Celtics. People hugging on each other and kissing each other and drinking beer together and even drinking out of the same cup. People that they'll never see again in life. People who they don't even remember their name. But there was a relationship. There was a connection based on our mutual desire to see our team win. And so it's a human instinct. It's instinctively ingrained in us, family, for relationship. The only thing that prevents many of us from entering into relationship is fear. That's number one, not the only thing. Excuse me. Let me take that back. It's not the only thing, but it's the number one thing. The number one factor that's keeping many of us single is fear. So this leads to the second part of your question, Renee, that the fear of being hurt again keeps us single. Yeah, I don't want to be hurt again. I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to go through a betrayal. I don't want to go through abandonment. I don't want to go through any of those things. And so many of us we will remain single simply because we don't want to deal with the pain of what we encountered in our past, what we experienced in our past, right? Hey, blessings, Prophet Cherie. I see you. Yes, it is a sensational Saturday. All right. Um, oh wow, Manessa. Wow. So good stuff, timely. So here's what's up. The bottom line is this, family. Let's look at three simple things. How do you know if you're playing the blame game? Because I guarantee you that for those of you that are watching this broadcast, those that may catch the replay, and replay viewers, thank you so much. If you're watching this by way of replay, please do me two favors, okay? Just two favors. Number one, drop in hashtag replay. Just put in replay. Let me know you're watching by way of replay. And then please, by all means, if you find this content valuable, would you just drop three names in the comment section as well? All right. Just drop three names here on Facebook that you're connected to. But you got to make sure that you drop their name in as their name appears on the page. Okay. If her name, your sister or your friend's name is Renee, like don't put Nay Nay, even though that's her nickname. You got to put her name or their name, his name, as it appears on their Facebook page. And then that will notify them. That'll essentially tag them and they'll get a chance to see this broadcast. Hey, Joy, good to see you, dear. Blessings on you. So here's what's up. Let's look at three quick love nuggets, family, because I don't have much time. I only got about maybe 15 more minutes with you, but I'll just share for about another 5 or 7 minutes, and then I'll leave a few minutes open for a quick Q&A. All right. So let's talk about what is perpetuating this thought process, this blame game. All right. So first of all, one of the things that we do, many of us are like, we're like unlicensed attorneys. We're lawyers. What does a lawyer do? What does a good lawyer do? A good attorney builds a case. Oh my God. Many of us, we are stuck in this perpetual process of case building. We are looking through the lens of our own painful past experiences. And based on our past experiences, we're determining and falsely predicting what the future outcomes could be instead of taking the opportunity to try out this new person for yourself whom you've never met, who is nothing like your ex, but maybe because something about him or her reminds you of your ex, you will eliminate the situation. You'll sabotage the situation, or you won't even give that situation an opportunity. You won't even give them an opportunity. You won't even go out with them. You won't even get on the phone with them and have a conversation. And so, because we are case building, we're building a case based on what I see, based on what I perceive, based on what I've been through, then we're not even giving ourselves an opportunity for a relationship. And so, this is essentially part of the blame game that you're blaming your past. That's based on what's happened in your past, you're predicting a negative outcome in your future. And it's unfair. It's unfair to the person who would like to talk to you. It's unfair to the person who just wants an opportunity to be a friend. And ladies, this is so problematic for you because oftentimes you're overlooking, you're bypassing and rejecting good men. Men who are coming to the table and really do want an opportunity to just get to know you, no strings attached, really do want to do something nice for you, no strings attached. But because you've been accustomed to men wanting to do things for you with strings attached, you won't give the brother a chance who wants to do something wonderful for you or spend time with you with no strings attached. You've been accustomed to men always offering you money or whatever he offers you, that he's wanting sex from you. And because you become accustomed to that, you won't give men a chance who are not like that. The reality is, all men are not like that. So, case building is a part of the blame game. It's keeping a lot of us single. All right. Love nugget number two, uh, defensiveness. I call this family people who are hyper defensive, people who are quick to like defend themselves or push back or like, oh, people like that. I call this these people build a life within the fortress of solitude. They build a life within the fortress of solitude. If you're a superheroes fan, this is where Superman lives. Superman lives somewhere way in Antarctica, somewhere, North Pole, South Pole. He lived way, way, way at the top of the planet somewhere. All right. And he built out there a fortress of solitude, a place where no humans are going to go out there for any prolonged period of time. Like, in order to find where Superman lived, you would have to be a serious individual, because Superman lived way, way, way at the top of the equator somewhere, and or at the bottom of the equator, as it were, and North Pole, South Pole, I don't know, but it was way somewhere crazy, and it was cold, freezing cold, right? And so people who haven't been healed of the hurt in their heart, what happens is they just walk around with this perpetual defensive posture where they don't want to let anybody in, because to maintain a defensive posture means I've built a fortress around myself and this is how I protect myself, right? Hey, Latricia, blessings to you, dear. And so this is how I protect myself. I protect myself from being hurt by building this fortress of solitude. I'm going to keep this posture, this defensive posture, because at least I know nobody can hurt me as long as I keep my guards up. Nobody can hurt me as long as I keep my walls up. Nobody can hurt me as long as I maintain my posture to defend myself. And so as a result, it doesn't give you the opportunity to build an intimate connection with someone, because they can't get past your walls. They can't get past your defenses. They can't get past the fortress of solitude. They can't get that. They can't get past there. And it's really interesting, because many of you who are in this place, you look good. Oh my God, you look good. You have the wonderful facade of happiness and contentment and success. And we see you with your little shades on, and you always going somewhere. You out at the restaurants, and you doing this, and you might even have friends with you. But you boom, boom, boom. You rolling out in your convertible. Boom, you out here sitting by the pool, sitting out here chilling. And doing all of this wonderful stuff, and it looks good. You look good, but that's only a facade of happiness. You're really not happy on the inside, but you're projecting a facade of happiness on the outside to mask the pain and the loneliness you're feeling on the inside. And because you haven't been willing to confront that pain from your past, it's keeping you locked down into this lonely state. And because you maintain this defensive posture, you really just kind of push people away. The reality is, family, ladies, let me bless y'all. Let me talk to my men first. Men, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how many wonderful things you can do for a woman, all the places you can take a woman. It doesn't matter. Brothers, at the end of the day, when she really gets to know you, if she finds out that you're mean spirited, if she finds out that you are a person who is always defensive and you are superstitious, excuse me, not superstitious, but you are suspicious of everyone, then guess what? She ain't gonna want to be around you too much, dog. And she might really like you. She might really be feeling you. But when a woman can see that no amount of love that she gives you is going to change you, she won't be around for long. Men, when you have certain things in order in your life, it's easy for us to catch a woman. The question is, have you done the work on the inside so you can keep a woman? I posted this earlier today. The real flex is not how many women you can sleep with. It's not how many women you can have, juggling in your stable of women that you're interacting with, that you're going out dating and spending time with. That's not the real flex. Brothers, the real flex is when you can love and be committed in a marriage to one woman. Oh my God in heaven. It's the real flex. See, the real flex, let's just look at our Hollywood actors, okay? Let's look at all the bad boys who have a lifestyle of just sleeping with all of these starlets and singers and doing all this stuff and doing all this crazy stuff, traveling all these exotic places. The real flex is the man like Morris Chestnut, who I just recently posted on, who's been with one woman, father only, and fathered children by one woman, and been married to her for over a quarter of a century. Lorenz Tate, uh, same thing, 24, I think 23, 24 years, maybe close to 30 years. I think, yeah, maybe close to 30 years, because I think Lorenz Tate has been with his wife since 99. So, yeah, 25 going on 26 years. Omar Epps, same thing. My brother, Derek Luke, who starred in the Antoine Fisher Story, who played P. Diddy in the movie Notorious, and has played in all kind of other great movies as well. Been with his wife Sophia, has been with her. Uh, I met Derek. We all came up in the same ministry together. His wife Sophia, myself, and Derek Luke. We came up in the same ministry together in L.A. Him and his wife Sophia have been together since like '99. Okay. So for the whole 2000s, Derek Luke has been with his wife. So that's the real flex, brothers. And men, let me help you understand something. For all of you brothers who say, oh, marriage ain't worth it. Oh, all these women want to do is take your money. Nah, brothers, all women ain't like that. Just the women you've dealt with thus far are like that. Just the women that you've picked are like that. Just the women that you've been preferring are like that. Because, brothers, what we've been doing, and I've been guilty too, brothers. I'm not speaking to you from some pseudo place of self righteousness. I'm in the struggle with you. And what we've been doing, brothers, we've been choosing women based on our pleasure, not based on purpose. My God, help me teach this thing today. Listen, and when we choose, brothers, based on pleasure rather than seeing the woman who is fit for our purpose, we're always going to end up choosing the wrong partner. Every single time. Every single time. There's a woman who is a perfect fit, who is a suitable companion for you that can also bring you pleasure. But if you're only pursuing pleasure, you'll forfeit purpose. That's the bottom line, brothers. That's where we mess up. All right. Let me get to this last little nugget and I gotta go. What's hindering us, what's keeping us in this place of this so-called blame game is that we don't believe. I mean, we really don't believe that it's even possible. We don't even believe that it's possible to have real love and a sustainable life of love and marriage for a lifetime. We don't believe what our great grandparents and what our grandparents and maybe even our parents, what they shared. We don't believe it. And so, guess what? If you don't believe it, you can't receive it. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. I'm not trying to give you no biblical, hype. I'm just giving you real life stuff. All right. If God sent somebody to your house and dropped off a $300,000 Rolls Royce in your driveway and gave you the keys, but you never went and opened the car and sat in the car to drive the car because you didn't believe that the car was really yours, the car would be no good to you. You got a $250,000 vehicle sitting in your driveway, but you don't even believe it's yours. So you never drive it. So your lack of believing in because you didn't believe it, you're not really able to receive it, nor are you able to utilize it and be blessed by it. All right. So, ladies, this is where I want to leave you with this last love nugget today. Many of you are forfeiting your opportunity to be a wife because y'all don't believe it's possible. You're listening more so to the toxic negativity of all these talk shows and podcast shows and the multitudinous amount of pseudo relationship experts that are out there in the world who ain't never took a class, ain't never read a book, ain't never got a license, ain't never got certified, ain't never been trained, ain't never had no kind of formal education in the area of relationships. And she's only speaking to you based on her own past pain. And it really bothers me, ladies, because for all of you that say you want to be married, why don't you all gravitate toward married women? You all more so listen to single women who ain't got a man versus women who are seasoned and are happily married to a man. I'm baffled. And I'm certainly, and listen, for the record, I'm single. Okay, let's just full disclosure, I'm single. I will not talk about my relationship status, but I do have one, but it is not public information. And when it's time to be public, I will. But I will say this, that I'm a husband. I love being married. I would still be married if my marriage did not encounter infidelity, not by me. I would still be happily married. I love being married. I love being a husband. Can't stand these dating streets. I'm dating by God's grace. I'm abstinent by God's grace. I'm not involved in porno or masturbation or any of those crazy things, only by God's grace. Because God designed us to be sexual beings, but enjoy sex only within the covenant of marriage. Okay. So that's where I desire to be. I desire to live there. And men, I want to bless you with this, brothers. You might be killing it on your job, killing it in business, developing multiple businesses, multiple investments. Your investment portfolio is on swole. I mean, you are doing exceptionally well. I salute you, King. I also want to just offer this thought that God said, not what society said, nor even what your painful experiences in the past have said. God said, it is not good that man should be alone. Men, as successful as you are, as brilliant as you are, as anointed as you are, we only function at the apex of our potential when we have a loving, supportive wife by our side. She's the help. The role of a woman's life in a man, excuse me, the role of a woman in a man's life as his wife, she brings him exponential favor. She brings him help. Whatever you have built, she helps you build it even further. Whatever you have established, she strengthens the foundation of that. Whatever you are endeavoring to do, she's the one who's called to help you. Brothers, the choice is yours. You have to choose. But if you choose based on the woman who's connected to your purpose, not just the woman who stimulates your loins to give you pleasure. Ladies, let me leave you with this last love nugget. I know there's so many women out there, even many, many women in the Christian arena that are saying there's a lack of good men. I want you to consider two things. The God that you serve, one of his divine names is El Shaddai, the God of more than enough. First and foremost, just the balance between men and women. There are more women in the world than there are men. That's flat out the box right there. But out of all the women who say they want to be married, not all women who say they want to be married are actual wives. See, here's the difference. Many women, and I've talked to and counseled with a lot of them, many women want a wedding. Many women want to be married, but not many women are willing to put in the work to become a wife. The Bible says, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. The reason why some women ain't never getting a date or don't get a date by the right men, because they're not wives. They're good looking women, making great money, got a great house, got a lot of great stuff, But on the inside, she's a broken, hurting woman that has not allowed God to heal her brokenness so that she can become a wife. She's just a beautiful woman who wants to get married. That's it. And there's a significant difference between a woman who desires to be married and a woman who is a wife. A woman who is a wife is a builder. A woman who is a wife never says, I don't want to do anything. My husband's going to pay all the bills. My husband's going to do all this. My husband's going to do all that. And I'm just supposed to be here just to like love him and take care of him and our children. A wife never says that. Never. Read Proverbs 31. Don't listen to the multitudinous negative toxic reports from society or social media. Read the scripture. Proverbs 31 verses 10 through 31. It gives you all of the wonderful attributes of a virtuous wife. Because a wife shows up to help. A wife shows up to build. A wife shows up to encourage, to lift her husband up, to assist him in whatever he desires to do. She doesn't show up to do nothing but look pretty with her wonderful little suit on, her dress on, and her nice little red bottoms. She don't do that. She shows up because she wants to help her husband advance to the next level, because a wife knows that as awesome as that man and as accomplished as that man can be, she knows her you, and the fur on her life exponentially adds value to his life. This is G. Hightower, the Entanglement Coach. I hope that this information, this content blessed you today. I gotta go because I gotta get ready for my group coaching tonight, which you are welcome to join us. It is Preparing for Real Love group coaching. Listen, you're welcome to join us. It is phenomenal. It is life-changing. And we're going to a whole nother level with this group in here tonight. Woo, I got some good stuff for my group tonight. Y'all get ready. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. We meet every Wednesday, every Saturday. Sorry, y'all, we didn't meet this past Wednesday. It was my birthday. Plus, I had work. So y'all forgive me. But every Wednesday, every Saturday, tonight is session number 35. We've been meeting since February. And it's an awesome group that will help you get relationship ready. One of the main things that this group does, we identify relationship blind spots. What's blocking me? What's hindering me from having relationship opportunities? I've learned a lot even about myself as we've been going through this process. So I'm going to learn some things about myself. Oh my God. Yeah. That's one of the beautiful benefits of being a teacher for the kingdom of God. God always going to show you you before you get up to teach others. So listen, I want you to please, please, please make sure you join us. Listen, you can still get in with us. All right. We're getting, it's 5:35. You can join us. We'll be meeting in just a couple of hours. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. on the West Coast. All right. If you want to join, let me know. Drop it in the chat and I will hook you up so you can join in with us. It's only $57 for you to join us. Yes, there is a cost because I know and you know, especially if you're a business owner, people do not appreciate what they don't have to pay for. They just don't. People value what they have to invest in. And for $57, it's an infinitesimally small investment for you to have a qualified, certified person to pour into you and help you identify relationship blind spots, help you identify whatever soul ties you may have from the past so we can break free from those. Any entanglements that I might have that are unhealthy, so I can break free from those so I can connect with my purpose partner. Because here's the final piece. A lot of us are trying to occupy two spaces at the same time. We're in a place of hurt, but we also want to be in a place of love. We're in a place of bitterness, rejection, resentment, and unforgiveness, but we still want love. We're still connected to our sex partners from the past or our ex-partners from the past, but we still want our purpose partner for the future. And you cannot cannot occupy two spaces at once. You can only be in one place or the other. Only God is omnipresent. We are not. So listen, I love you. Abundant blessings to you. Make sure that you connect with me. I would love, 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 love for you to be a part of our group, Preparing for Real Love. This is all under the umbrella of Real Love Nation. All right. So love you. Abundant blessings to you. Hit me up. Bam. You can drop something in the chat or shoot me a message here inbox via Facebook, or you can hit me up via email. Send me an email to reallovenation@gmail.com. Maybe you don't have $57, but you still want to be a part. Hit me up. Let's see what I can do for you. All right. reallovenation@gmail.com. That's reallovenation@gmail.com. All right. This is your brother G Hightower, the Entanglement Coach, bringing you information that's going to help you with your love situation. Blessings to you, fam. We'll see you next time. God bless.